Hello, it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to Thursday Night Stamp Therapy. I'm so glad that you're joining me tonight. I've got some really fun projects to share with you. I am going to share some instructions to make two projects that I shared finished versions of in another video, and other videos. I don't even think they were the same video. And so I'm really excited to kind of break these down and to share some instructions with you so you can give them a try at home too. Are you guys ready to stamp tonight? Oh my goodness. I feel like it's been a long couple weeks, and that is because I've been sharing lots of projects for the 12 Days of Christmas in July series. Have you guys been following over on YouTube? Oh my gosh, today's project was so much fun. I used some of the Sale-a-Bration paper with the Joyful Flurry bundle, and we made this fun card. Oh my gosh, if you haven't seen it already, you definitely need to go over. Check it out on YouTube when this video is done. Yesterday we used some of the Snowfall Puff paint, and we made this card with Penguin Place. And actually, when we finished up the card, I felt like the Sweet Sorbet was too bright, and so originally I had Smoky Slate instead of Basic Gray, and I changed it out. I think I like the Basic Gray a lot better. Just more contrast. I like the way it contrasts against the Sweet Sorbet. So anyway, we've been making some really fun projects, and if you haven't already, you definitely need to go check it out over there. Tonight we're going to make a Halloween project using the Scary Cute bundle, and this is something else I shared recently during the 12 Days of Christmas video. We had glitter tape as one of our gifts that we were unveiling, and so I shared some projects using the glitter tape as well as the Scary Cute bundle. And then here's one more card I got from Anna Masternak as a swap in the mail. Isn't that one fun? Oh my gosh. I had to dig my mesh out because I had it in my sale box. I totally missed that it carried over, and I thought that it retired. So that's kind of fun. It's actually in the annual catalog now, that silver metallic mesh. So much fun. I know. Isn't this just the cutest? I normally don't get a lot of Halloween stuff because I just feel like it's so specific. But I think what I love about this is they're just so stinking cute and easy to use. But I really love this black and white designs paper because it is not specifically Halloween. You can use it for lots of different things. So I'm going to use a little bit of that tonight, and we're going to use some of this Scary Cute elements to remake a little tree packaging that I received from Eva White. She gave this to me on my birthday, and it holds 3 little Hershey Nuggets. I ate mine, of course, right away, but so I had to refill Eva's box. But I know some of you were asking about the measurements for this, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to make my own version and show you how to make it. So this is our first project tonight. I'm going to do my own version using Scary Cute, and so I've got the measurements for you. I'm going to put them all in the video description when we're all done as well. Let's start with the base of our little treat holder. It is 2 3/4 inches by 7 3/8 inches. I'm using pumpkin pie because that just seems like an appropriate color for Halloween. I've scored at 2 3/4 inches, 4 1/4, 5 7/8, and 6 1/8. So this is super duper easy. And when you fold on all the score lines, it just folds up like that. So easy. Before we do any gluing though, we want to do some stamping. And so we're going to stamp these cute little trick-or-treaters. I just love them. You guys know I don't love to color, so bold stamps like this are my jam. So I'm going to stamp this right in the middle here. And when I fold this up, it's going to appear on the front. So you want to make sure to kind of get your orientation right. So that you don't mess that up. So you definitely want to stamp that first, and then the rest is going to go on some designer paper. So I have a little piece of designer paper that's 2 inches by 2 1/4, and this is that black and white designs where it's the same on either side. So this is going to go up here, and then I die cut the little haunted house. Looks like I missed a few little pokies. I die cut the little haunted house from black cardstock, and then I cheated. I used my 1.5 inch circle punch with some crushed curry cardstock for a moon. That's going to go up here, and we're going to finish it off with a little tag. Trick or treat, you're so sweet. This little banner tag is part of that Scary Cute bundle. Let's get this put together. We're going to do a little more stamping though, because I thought we need a place to write a little Halloween message. So this is 2.5 inches by 3 3/8 inch. And this is going to be for the back side. So I want to glue that down before I put this all together. I was thinking as I was making this that it would be so cute to do this for a Valentine, right? Like just 3 little Hershey nuggets. And by the way, that's exactly 1 serving of the little chocolate nuggets is 3. So this perfectly fits 1 serving of chocolate. I'm gonna get my 2 from, and my bats up here too. Oh man, I knew I was gonna do that. This has got a little lip of extra rubber. Oh, it's not gonna come off. Okay, we're gonna turn it over. We're gonna try again. And I'm gonna try really hard not to push too hard. When I stamp that. Let's do that one first and see. Oh, well, it's not perfect, but it's better. No overstamp. This one too, I found really was catching a lot of ink in between, so you have to be really careful, light touch when you're stamping that, so you don't get any overstamping. Okay, so we're gonna put this on the back first, so that we have a nice flat surface of the table to put that on. Oh, there we go. And so that is going to go just on the back. And then this folds up like that. So you can use some tear and tape. I'm just going to use some regular adhesive. And I'm just using a lot of it to make sure it stays put. This is going to come all the way down and go right up to that fold line. If you need to get in there, you can use a bone folder to just kind of make sure that the cardstock is all nice and flat, and the nuggets should fit in there. No, I have to say, when I did this earlier, I had to adjust my measurements because the nuggets were falling out. And now they seem kind of tight, but I would rather have it be a little bit tight and make sure that it's staying in there than be too small. So if you find that it is just too tight and your nuggets don't fit in there, then when you're putting this together, just don't go all the way down to the fold. Just come up a little bit higher. Okay, so now we've got our designer paper. I think I gave you that measurement, right? 2.5 inches by 3 3/8. Nope, that was the white piece. Hold on. This is the DSP. 2 by 2 1/4. I'll put the measurements in the video description for you. Then we're gonna have our little circle. And that's going to go over here. And next, some Stampin' Dimensionals. Reach in over here. I'm going to do one big one. Oh my goodness, I just love this. Thank you so much, Eva, for the inspiration for this project. It is just the cutest. And I feel like it could just be perfect for so many different occasions. So, oh, you can see I had a little overstamp there too. Oh, there's our finished project, the front and the back. Isn't that just the cutest? I really love this Scary Cute bundle. If you like Halloween, or if you're planning to make Halloween treats, this is definitely a cute one to get. You can get the stamp set, or you can get the stamp set and dies. It has a lot of accessories in there, and then a couple label dies as well. And I showed you those other projects, just so stinking cute. So many different ways to use it. Okay, that was our first project, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Our second project tonight is a little bit more complicated, so much so that I didn't quite finish. I didn't quite finish it. And so we're gonna work on it together. Transfer that over there. Okay, during the Great Big Card Swap, I shared this card from Patricia Williams, and it has this really fun opening where you open that up and it just lifts up the sides automatically. I'm not sure what this card is called. Do you guys know? I just thought it was just so much fun, and I know you guys were dying to learn how to make it too. So I was breaking that down tonight before we got started, and I think I got things kind of figured out, and I got all kinds of measurements. This one takes a lot of different little pieces. I'm going to use the Wonderful World bundle tonight to show you how to make this card. This is one that you can get for free during Sale-a-Bration, and it's a bundle that is available when you have a $100 order. So it includes the stamp set, and then also it has 6 different patterns, 2 sheets of each of 12 by 12 designer paper. And it is so much fun. It has different flowers, and these flowers are from all around the world. I love that because, you know, Stampin' Up! Is a global company, and we have stampers all over the world who stamp and use these products. So I can't remember all the different flowers, but if you watch the video from Stampin' Up! That showcases this bundle, they identify each and every one of these flowers and where they're from. So I love that they included that, flowers from all over the world. And I think that maybe that has something to do with the name Wonderful World. Well, these colors are just so beautiful, so much fun. We've got some rich raspberry, orchid oasis. They're kind of like lighter versions though, sort of like muted versions. Some mossy meadows, some flirty flamingo, blushing bride, a little pear pizzazz in there as well, some so saffron. Just so many gorgeous colors. So you can get this one for free with a $100 order during Sale-a-Bration. And Sale-a-Bration is almost over. We have just 1 month left. Stampin' Up! Just announced some brand new Sale-a-Bration gift choices for the month of August to close it out. So if you were feeling like you got everything that you wanted, wait, there's more. There are 3 different embossing folders, some foil packs, some really fun dies. I've been kind of wanting that dots and spots, and so I got that one on an order. And this one, oh my gosh, aspen dies. Do you guys remember we used that, I think it was 2 weeks ago, to make this card? That I cannot believe that die set is available during Sale-a-Bration. This is brand new. This just came out in the July through December mini catalog. It is only a month old, and I'm shocked that they're offering it as a free gift. So if this one has been on your list, you can get it free with a $100 order. That's kind of amazing. Okay, so you can get all these Sale-a-Bration goodies in my online store at juliedavison.com/shop. Go shopping. I love to spoil my customers. In fact, right now I'm working on the bonus project kits for July. So if you ordered from me in July, I'm working on those cards and bonus project kits. Those will be going in the mail on Monday. So watch your mailbox for some Happy Meal next week. Okay, are you guys ready to learn how to make this card? Well, like I said, this is as far as I got on my card, and I think I got it figured out, but you'll have to bear with me a little bit because this is my first time actually putting the whole card together. We're going to start at the very bottom with the card base. So on this one, there's a lot of yellow and a lot of polka dot, and I'm kind of using some different colors here. So the card base is 5.5 inches by 5 3/4 inches, and I scored it 4 1/4. So now this is a regular card front, right? So we have this little flap that's going to be on the top. Okay, 5.5 by 5 3/4, scored at 4 1/4. And again, I'll have all of the measurements in the video description when we're all done. I'll fill that out for you, as well as a supply list using, sharing all the things that I used tonight. Okay, the next piece is going to be the sides of the cards. Let me bring these in. And this is 2 pieces that are the same. They're 2 3/4 inches by 3.5 inches. And they're both scored at 2 inches. I guess if you scored it at 2 inches, it would be like this. Okay, so these are the sides of the cards that are going to go here at the bottom. So it's kind of a gatefold, and then it's also got like a top fold. So there's a lot of pieces on this card. We're going to put this on right now, and we're going to use some tear and tape to add these to the front of the card. So let's do that with some tear and tape. I always love the tear and tape because it just holds so well, and it's really easy to use. I just pull the end, and then I kind of use my fingertip to hold the tape and to tear against. If you have trouble tearing, you can always use some scissors. but it is intended to be torn, so it should tear pretty easy. I guess I'm going to do 2. I wasn't planning to, but now we are. Okay, so this is going to go right down here in the bottom corner. So it's going to line up to the bottom edges. And this is going to end up folding. So we'll go ahead and pre-fold that, pre-open that. Okay, that's going to be the side flap. And then same thing on the other side. And we're lining up in the bottom corner. So you'll notice this piece does not go all the way to the top. Okay, that's why we're going to line up with the bottom. Okay, our card is coming together. We have a top flap and we have some side flaps. The next piece of cardstock is going to be the mechanics piece. Okay, let's keep all our little Post-its together. Okay, so these are the 2 side pieces that are going to help make the card open and close. Okay, so these are, there's 2 pieces and they're 3/4 inches by 5 inches. Okay, we're going to do some fancy folding here. And this is, I think, maybe the trickiest part of this card, and maybe the part that took me the longest to kind of figure out. So we're going to do one at a time. The first thing we're going to do, and where's our bone folder? We're definitely going to want to use that. We're going to take the end and we're going to fold it down so that it's square and we make a triangle. Okay. Nice, good crease there. Fold that down. Okay, next, we're going to take the whole thing and we're going to fold it down so that, nope, hold on. I told you this is going to be tricky. I don't want to mess this up. Okay, we're going to fold down. Uh-oh, we might need another one. Okay. I'm trying to look at my sample again and see how I did it. So you want to go, you have this, fold it down. Oh, this is like that wiper card, right? The wiper card that is like so impossible. Here we go. I think this is what we want. Okay, so what do we do? Let's do it again. Let's practice. First things first, we're going to fold down. So this is a pointy end, and we're going to meet the side like that. Okay. Okay, next we're going to fold it over. So this whole thing is coming over. And maybe it's easier to pull it this way so that these sides are going to meet in the middle. Okay, does that make sense? So we folded this over and then we're going to fold it and have that be in the middle. Let's cut this one. This is kind of getting all soft. So I'm going to cut another piece and show you one more time. I just have to figure out where my scrap went. That's the same color, right? Okay, our measurement again was 3/4 of an inch by 5 inches. Okay, and first things first, we're going to fold this down. Nice good crease with the bone folder. Okay, and then we're going to take this, kind of turn it, and we're going to have those meet in the middle. A nice good crease again. Definitely need a bone folder for this. Okay, which one is the bad one? That's the bad one. Chuck it. Okay, so we have 2 pieces that are the same. And these are going to, I'm looking at my sample here. I did leave one down to kind of figure this out so that I wouldn't forget. So this is going to adhere to, so the long side is going to adhere with the triangle like this to just inside the fold on that front flap. Okay. So this is folded over, and this was like that. We're going to open it up because this little triangle is going to adhere to that, and that's how that's going to open. Let's do the other side before we start putting those on. Okay, I think we actually need to go the opposite direction for the other side. Okay, so that should open up like that. Okay, so this is going to go down flat. Oops. Ah! That red liner means I'm out of adhesive. Let me grab another one. Okay. So this is going right next to the folds, and we should have pieces that fold over, and the sides should be even with the edges. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the adhesive to those strips that are going to adhere to the top. And I think the best thing for this one is going to be a glue dot. Okay, Melissa, hopefully, did I mess this up? Didn't I get it right? I think I got it right. I think maybe the feed is a little behind, and you were telling me it needs to go in the other direction. Yes, I think I caught it. I'm going to transfer a couple glue dots to the corner. And if I didn't get it, then you're probably screaming at me, no, don't do that. But I think I got it. I hope so. And then we're going to do, oh my gosh, these glue dots. Okay, I got a couple glue dots there. I'm going to fold this down. And when I open it, the gate fold opens as well. Boop. I think if I had a better crease here, we'd have more of a open. There we go. I love it. Okay, now for the decorating. For the sides, we have some designer paper, and I have them both on the same Post-it note. The bigger ones are for the middle. These are 2 inches by 3 1/4. And then there are some skinny pieces for the sides, and these are 1/2 inch by 4 inches. Oh, good, Melissa. I'm glad we're on the same page. But thank you so much for warning me. Okay, so next, we're going to add the paper, and I was struggling. I started with the purple because I really liked it, but then when I was choosing the patterns, I decided to go with Blushing Bride instead. And like I said, this is my first time making this card, so I may decide that I wanted to do different patterns, and maybe I'll remake this later on. We'll see. I think once you make it once, you're going to want to try it out again and again. So I maybe I should have made this 4 1/4 instead of 4 inches. I want to kind of give that whole thing covered up. I am going to recut those. Okay, so I'll change this in the video description for you. So these papers, let's see, are going to be 3 1/2. Okay, and now these have adhesive, so I'll save them for another card. Paper trimmer back out. Let's do 3 1/2 inches and 2 inches. Those are going to be for the center. And these are just a little bit longer, so we're going to cover the whole space. Normally, I have a border around it, but I think for this card, to cover up that piece, I think it's going to be good to go all the way down with it. Oh, I have the right to change my mind, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think that's going to be better. And if you look back at Patricia's card, she really did have her designer paper go pretty much all the way to the edge as well to cover that up. Okay, kind of color on color, really similar there. Here we're going to have a little pop of the design with those 1/2 inch pieces for the sides. And these are longer because they're going to go all the way up, whereas the front part was a little bit smaller. And again, you could, if you wanted to make this wider, to cover a little bit more, you could. I do like a little border when I'm putting on my designer paper. So I'm going to leave this one. I'm not going to recut it, but you can see a little bit of the line right there. So that's up to you. On the inside, we have a 4x4 piece of white cardstock, and actually that seems a little bit snug. So I think I'm gonna trim this down to 4 by 3 7/8. If you wanted to, you could do 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. Let's see how this one fits. I might even go a little bit more and do 3 3/4. 4 by 3 3/4 inches. This is going to go right in here. But before we glue it down, let's do a little bit of stamping. I have that Wonderful World stamp set. And this stamp set doesn't have any words, so I'm bringing in the very best occasions to use with this one. We're going to use the little, I think this is a rose, isn't it? It looks like a rose to me. It's almost the only stamp that I haven't put on a block. So let's do that really quick. I'm going to just stamp this in, I think just in Blushing Bride. Wait a second. Oh, there we go. I thought it didn't fit for a minute. Okay, let's do this in Blushing Bride. Oh my gosh, so pretty. I just love that. And then for some words, we are going to need something to go on the front as well. So let's pick something that has two, a front and a back. Okay, the bottom ones are Christmas. I kind of like the birthday. Let's go with the birthday ones. So there's a happy birthday for the front, and then the inside says, sending you smiles for every moment of your special day. And the piece I have for the front is this one here. And so I'm using a little bit of green. So I think let's do, you know what though, let's do some basic gray. Basic gray is a nice alternative for black that isn't so stark. Let's switch these blocks. We'll do the bigger one here. Whenever I put my stamps on, I try to make sure that the stamp image is straight with the block. Not necessarily the sticker, because sometimes you can put your stickers on the wrong way. So I try to make sure that the stamp is straight so that I can use the block as a guide. Okay, we're gonna do basic gray. That is lovely. And then for the front, I'm gonna do a little happy birthday. And I'm just gonna cut this out. Maybe I should have done that ahead of time. Doot. I'm gonna do about 3/4 inches by 1 1/2. I think that's a good size for our happy birthday. Except I didn't stamp it in the center. Better. Okay, it's coming together. I'm gonna need your help. I did not cut a piece for the top, and I was kind of waffling on what to use. So, do you think we should use, this one's out too? Oh my goodness. I don't know if I have another one. I'll just have to get a refill out. the refills come in these little bags. And one side has little knobs or pegs, and so that fits right into the refill, and then the other piece goes on top to close it. Okay, I was starting to say, what kind of designer paper should we use for the top? We have our inside, sending you smiles for every moment of your special day. And then this is going to go here on the front flap. And so I kind of want to put some designer paper up here. Do you think we should use the flower paper, the pink paper, or should we look at another design potentially? Let me know what you think while I'm getting this prepared. I am using some glue, not glue dots, Stampin' Dimensionals to put the fussy cut. That means I cut this with scissors from the designer paper. I'm going to use this die cut to put that on, and then we'll do this kind of on the side. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Although I kind of want to do it this way now. Oh, it's a big die cut, isn't it? I like it though. All right, so yes, there is a purple design. Let's get out the paper and let's have a look. Okay, so we have some fun patterns. We have this flower pattern, which is what I used on the sides. And then there's a purple pattern on the back. I'm not sure that I like the purple pattern, but maybe the flowers. Okay, then there's this dark green one, which I don't think is quite right. A yellow stripe, which I don't mind too much. Then there's this dark purple design with the light flowers on the back. That one's not bad either. And then we've got, oh, this is one of my favorite designs. I love these two together. With some green on the back. And this one has the big flowers. That's where I cut from. So we could do green or the flowers or the yellow stripe or the white flowers. Oh my goodness gracious, that's too many choices. And I'm trying to remember what oh, I know what the measurement will be. Where's our little Post-it notes? Let's see. Okay, so whatever paper we decide, the paper is going to be 1 1/4 inch by 5 1/4 inch. DSP top. Okay. Yeah, I know. Tony says they're too busy with the die cut. So yeah, we could just leave the cardstock as it is and not use any designer paper. Phyllis likes the green. Becky says, can you stamp with Versamark on the pink with the stamp from this set? I could. I don't know that you would be able to see a whole lot of it though. So I think I'd rather use designer paper than stamping on it. Robin likes the white. Nancy says no yellow stripes, no green. Marlene says the flowers. Yeah, I do worry about mixing too many patterns. I think you're right, Janice. Let's cut a couple of them down a little bit because I think maybe it's overwhelming to see it so big. So I think my top choices are, let's take a look at this really quick. I think my top choices are either the white flowers or the pink flowers. So let's cut those and then we can see maybe a little better which one we prefer. So I'm going to cut 1 1/4 inch by 5 1/4. Okay, so here's this one. Not bad. I don't like that it doesn't match up with the other side patterns though, like that kind of bothers me. Let's see what we think of this one. This is the white pattern. And you know, frankly, we could change the sides to the white pattern. Because I kind of like that white pattern. I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut some pieces for the side. Is that the right size? I think I wanted a 1/2 inch. Okay, so 1/2 inch by 4 by 4. Okay, don't yell at me, guys. Oh, here we go. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, how does it come up so easy, you ask? Because I don't always push down too hard, and it's all about the right pressure. Peeling the paper at the right angle to help it release without tearing. Let's take a look and see. I'm just going to place it here really quick and see what we think about. I love this little design. I think it's really kind of cute. I like that better already. What do you guys think of the white design? I think I like the white design on the side, even if we leave the top blank. I just had an idea. Oh, hold on. Ribbon. Okay, I'm gonna glue these down on the side, and we're gonna do some ribbon on the top. I think that's the answer that we need. And it'll be really light. I don't think it'll interfere with our mechanics. And it'll be just the perfect little touch to kind of tie everything together, I think. Those side pieces could be a little bit wider, but I'm not recutting it. Okay, we want to do the ribbon before we put that piece on. And see, we've got mechanics there on half of this top flap. So I'm going to keep that ribbon just on the bottom part. And I'm going to cut it extra long and then tie it. So let's kind of even that out. We're going to tie a bow. Uh-oh. Fine on my ends. I hope someone's not having problems. Just you still rolling for me. Oh, good, good. Okay. I always worry because the device that I use doesn't have, it's not a phone. It doesn't have a data plan. So it connects to my Wi-Fi. So if my Wi-Fi ever goes out, then we get spotty with our live stream. This is the crinkled white seam binding, and I think it is just perfectly delicate to go with this gorgeous designer paper. And the bow kind of fills up the space. Oh my God, I love this. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I really like the way this turns out. Okay, so I'm going to trim the bow a little bit. Oops, I got something stuck to my scissors. There we go. I'm going to try to make those even. Oh, yes. Isn't that perfect? I think so. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just trying to get that bow just right. Then we're going to use some tear and tape to put the top die cut because I want it to stay put. I guess I could use something like dimensionals, but we already have dimensionals on it. So I'm going to use some tear and tape across the top here. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Oh my gosh, I was so worried. It's taken me a long time to kind of piece this card together for you tonight, and so I actually don't have a third project ready to go. I thought we'd see how long this one took, and then we would decide if we were going to do a third project or just call it a night. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's the finished card. I still don't know what we call this, but it opens up on the top, and then that opens up the bottom. And maybe we need to just tighten up our adhesive here in the corners. I think maybe just adding like one more little glue dot to tighten that up. And just kind of keep it nice and tight up there. Just kind of sneaking that glue dot into the corner that is pulling away. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, we did it! We did it, we did it, we did it! Here's the original card from Patricia Williams. Everything here is really flat, and she just used the same paper, and so then she didn't have all the little, craziness that we did. And once this lays flat with something on it, it'll stay flat like hers, and then when you open it up, you got something special on the inside. Oh my gosh. Do you just love this Wonderful World bundle? How about I grab some of my swaps and show you? I have a ton of swaps using the Wonderful World designer paper. So let me grab that really quick. I'm going to use that to hold this down. Okay, hold tight. I'm grabbing these cards off the floor. Okay, I think I got them all. There is a lot. This paper and stamp set is just so beautiful. I shared some of these already, I think, in the video, the Sunday stamping video that Mom and I did, but they are worth sharing again because they're gorgeous. Here's one from Kathy Miller using the same designer paper that we started with, and then the stamp set as well. These are the deckled edge dies. And then this one is from my mom, Susan LaCroix, using that same rose stamp set and that gorgeous paper. I love, she also used the seam binding there. It really does go perfectly with this paper. This one's from Leanne Greff, and she's got a new embossing folder down there in the Mossy Meadow. Here's one from Barb Mulliken. You want to stamp all one piece and then cut it into strips and line them up together. Such a great, easy card there with the Orchid Oasis. Here's one from Bonnie O'Neill using the painted texture embossing folder with some designer paper. And this is just punched out right from the designer paper. Isn't this paper just gorgeous? Here's one that I shared in a project playback video. You guys might remember this one. I'll put the link in the video description if you haven't seen this pop up before. You can check that out tonight. It is such a fun card, and I think a lot easier than it looks. This is another one that was inspired by a swap card. Here's another card. This one's from Anna Masternak. There's those yellow stripes. This might be the only card I think I have with the yellow stripes. I kind of forgot it was in the set. Then we've got this card from Mary Ellen Stites. Love the sponging there on the flowers, really gorgeous. I was going to say certainly celery. Soft seafoam seam binding. This seam binding is a lot it has a lot more, I want to say stiffness, but that's not the right word. It's not as soft and crinkly. So it's just a lot firmer. It has more structure. That's the word I was looking for. Here's one from Kimberly Kane. I love the color blocking here with the designer paper. And then these distinctive stamps are just so gorgeous. Here's one from Amanda Hincamper. She also cut out the designer paper like I did for my card that I made tonight. Kind people are my kind of people. I love that sentiment. That's from the Succulent bundle. Here's one from Ramona Simpson. A fun little gatefold card, again with the painted texture embossing folder in the background. Here's one from Mary McCormick using some of the shape stamps to highlight these images. Oh, these colors. Debbie Beckler made this one using markers to color the stamp with, looks like Melon Mambo and Old Olive. And then we have the Charming Sentiment thank you card. It was so fun. She actually sent several different die cut greetings so that I could customize the card how I wanted to. This was for one of our one-for-one swaps that we did with our team. This one is from Margot Richardson using those deckled rectangle dies. Love the colors here. Soft Sea Foam and Pool Party. Oh, this one's fun from Janice McCullum. It has a belly band. This is die cut from the paper, and then it has, what do we call this? A cascading fold. So it has so many different layers there. Isn't that cascading gatefold card? So much fun. Oh my gosh, I just love this paper. It's so pretty. No matter how you combine all the patterns, I think they go really well together with the pinks and the purple and the green. Oh my gosh. Here's one from Pam D'Annunzio, another team member. Oh my gosh. So we did a one-for-one card swap for our team, and I swapped with everybody. I think we had 15 people participating in the swap, and all but 3 used this bundle, the Wonderful World bundle. I thought it was so funny. This one's by Carmen Melendez, using, again, fussy cutting from that designer paper. And then the background was created with one of the masks and some spritzing or blending. Really beautiful and soft. I love the way that turned out. This card is from Kathy Bradley. Little sponging to get some different colors on the flower. Just gorgeous, Kathy. Oh my goodness. And this purple designer paper in the background. Love it. This one is from Ruth Moore, and this also is from the designer paper. She used the rectangular postage stamp, the rectangular postage stamp punch to punch out. Here's the pattern. So it has all these different smaller flowers, and so she just punched, and look how perfectly it fits that punch. So clever. I love that. I'm going to open up this card. This is from Jennifer McLaughlin, and she did this fun fold. Oh my gosh, look at that. How amazing is that? That's sort of like a little mini card on top of the accordion folds. I just love that. Again, the colors are so amazing. This paper is awesome. This one I think opens up. This one's from Joe Williams, and it opens up here in the center. It's kind of a fun fold. I know, Susan, I wish we could get the paper separately too, because once you go through a package, you're going to want more. I only got one package. I'm still working with the same package that I got. Oh, I love this fun fold. This one is from Nancy Young, and she used the designer paper. And so she's got the designer paper that folds over. So this is connected. And then a little mini card on the inside that kind of holds that down and has a double open. Oh my gosh, so much fun. So many great ways that you can use this designer paper and stamp set combination, the Wonderful World. And again, you can get this for free during Sale-a-Bration with a $100 order in my online store at juliedavison.com/shop. Oh my gosh, we're going to stick with just 2 projects today. If you're just joining us, this is the card that we just finished using the Wonderful World, and it opens up like that. Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh, it was an adventure. I'm going to put all of the measurements in the video description so you can try this card at home. I'll also add in the measurements for the other project that we made tonight, which is now buried on my desk. It's this little trick or treat, sweet treat. Isn't that just the best? I love the way that turned out. So those are the two projects we made tonight. Check out the video description. In just a few minutes, I'll add all the measurements for you. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Be sure to come back tomorrow. I'll have my last 12 days of Christmas in July video premiering at 1 p.m. Central Time on YouTube. And then we've got Sunday stamping on Sunday. We have Great Big Cardstock next week on Tuesday. We just got all kinds of things to share. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of my stamping community. You guys are all the best. I love you so much. Have a great night, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.